We do have Game Turbo, which is gaming software within Xiaomi's MIUI 12. It does a great job of like on-screen overlay when playing a game. You can flick to it from the side and you can pop up some multi-windows or some floating windows. You can screen record and all that jazz. We do have a Snapdragon 732G under the hood, which is supposedly 5% faster than the 730G, 15% faster when it comes to graphics. Talking about graphics, our first game here will be Genshin Impact. And going into this one, this first bit that we're doing is the absolute max graphics that you can set within the game and 60 FPS. You can see the FPS counter at the top there, sitting around the 30 FPS mark, which is not the best, it's not the worst. Now we're going to drop all the graphics to the lowest preset, but keep the 60 FPS. Now you can see we've jumped up about 10 frames per second here. Things still look absolutely gorgeous. This is a great looking game, and on this wonderful AMOLED display, colors really do pop, and it's nice and bright, especially if you decide to play outdoors. And if we look at the performance comparing the highest quality presets to the lowest quality presets on this game, both set at 60 FPS. We have 32 frames per second on the highest graphics setting as opposed to 41 on the lowest, which is actually really good for a device with a mid-range chipset, no doubt. Now, moving on to pubG Mobile, unfortunately, the highest FPS that we can get is Ultra and only when set to balanced, and we can only go up to HD, not HDR. And if you do go up to HD, then we can't get the Ultra FPS. And our Ultra FPS caps you at 40, high caps you at 30. So we're capped at 40 here because of the game, not because of the device. Still looks great, still nice, silky smooth. Hopefully, pubG Mobile do incorporate 90 frames per second for this device, since it can go all the way up to 120, like we can see here with Dead Trigger 2, hitting almost 120 frames per second in Dead Trigger 2 with all the graphics set to max. This is absolutely phenomenal for a phone at this price. Hitting an average of 108 frames per second with this game is just darn impressive. Now, Real Racing 3 has no frames per second cap either. It should be going to 120. Obviously, we're going to have to wait and see what the devs do with the Redmi Note 10 series and Real Racing 3, but we're sitting at a rock solid 60. Now, when it comes to benchmark